Hi, this is Kevin Weave here from Hope Mission, and I just wanted to talk to you today about the postal strike. As you probably have heard already, Canada Post is on strike, which means our primary source of donations here at the mission, which is our donations that come in through the mail, has stopped. Stopped already last week. So I've been having people calling me already, asking how can they donate, can they drop off checks, can I pick up checks, and that's already been going on for a couple days already. Um, but the reality is you don't have to let the postal strike stop your compassion to help our vulnerable neighbors. You can make a difference today at hopemission.com. You can go online, send in your gifts of compassion uh, right now at hopemission.com. There's also other ways to give. If you wanted to send in an Interact e-transfer, if you prefer to do that through your online banking, the email address is we.care@hopemission.com. Just make sure you put your address in the memo line to get your tax receipt. All that information as well is under the Ways to Give button on our website, again, hopemission.com. But through all of this, I've been having some conversations with people through the weekend. I met someone at an event. So one of our partners, Brookfield Residential, had a fundraising event to help the vulnerable. And at this event, someone stopped by the table I was at to share a bit of their journey with me. They had been helped by the mission before many years ago, and they were so moved by uh, by the way they had been helped. They wanted to give back, so they were a participant in this event to help fundraise to support others who now needed help. And it was just so moving for me to hear this story from someone who is now in a really good place, someone who's doing well, someone who had previously been in a place of difficulty, and they were so moved that they had to give, just had to give back. They were compelled to give back to the vulnerable, and that's something that I was trying to tell this story to someone else, to my family, about just how moved I was by that. And my little boy, he said, "Daddy, is that that's not revenge? What is that?" And he used the word revenge, but he knew it was wrong. But he was asking what the word was for that. And I thought it was kind of funny that he used the word revenge, because it's somebody moved by emotion that just has to act. And when it's anger or when it's rage and someone has to act in that kind of way, it's a bad thing. But this is like the opposite. He was wondering, what's the opposite of that? And so that led to conversations all weekend. What is the opposite of that? What is it when someone is so moved by something that has happened to them that was good? What is the word for it when something, when it's like deeper than gratitude, where they're grateful and they're thankful and they just have to act in order to support and give back? It's like it's deeper than just giving back, because it's like compelled to give back. It's a bit more than just paying it forward, because it's like they can't help but do it. It's like almost on the same level as revenge, uh, of like intensity, but we couldn't come up with a word for that. So if you have a word for that, please let me know. I was deeply moved by this person's story about how they just had to help. They couldn't help but give back to others and to support others now who are in need, in the same need that they themselves were in a long time ago. Um, I'm surprised I hadn't thought of this before, but leave it to children to bring up these kinds of questions for us. Um, have you ever been in that situation where you're just compelled to help because of the support someone has given to you, where it's like the opposite of revenge, where it's not a bad thing, but you have to help? There's so many people in need right now. I was looking at our food charts this morning, and we're often serving more than 3,000 meals a day to our vulnerable neighbors, just like uh, this person who came to the table to talk to me this weekend, who had been in that place, had been in need, had needed that meal, that care, that shelter. Um, like I said, there's a postal strike happening. You can't send your gifts in through the mail, but that doesn't mean your compassion has to be halted too. Go to hopemission.com. You can make a difference today. Every $2.70 provides that meal and that life-changing care to someone in need. Um, we're grateful for every meal that is provided for our vulnerable neighbors. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today, and about this incredible story, and this idea. I'd love to find a word that is kind of as intense as revenge, but means giving back and helping others. Because I think we need a bit more of that intense gratitude and how I've definitely known people who live like that, people who give back in that incredible way. I've met so many people who do that. Many of you are people that do that and live that way, who have yourselves been recipients of the wonderful generosity of others, and who then in turn can't help but live amazing lives that support others in a compelling way. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being people that are compassionate and support those in need. I'm so thankful to be in a city that is just filled with people of compassion. God bless.